Good evening. Okay, you're not awake. That's all right, you will be in a little while. I'm Pastor Chris Cahill, and I'm the pastor at Christ the King Lutheran Church near Lodi, and I'm also the pronouncer for this spelling bee tonight. And as you could see in the program, I've been doing this for a long time, since well before any of you were born. So they keep bringing me back for some reason. So welcome to the 2019 Medina County Spelling Bee. This is a kind of a neat thing. It's wonderful, and I am glad to see all of you parents and family and friends here this evening to welcome and honor these young people who have made it this far to be on this stage tonight. I think we ought to give them a round of applause. So I want to follow up on that just right now by saying one of the ways we want to honor them tonight is not only by being here, but by the courtesy and respect that we ought to show folks who have actually made it to this stage, and that's by turning off the cell phones, please, and stick them in your pocket or your coat or whatever. Please don't have them on, and give them all that kind of respect, because they're really focused on spelling tonight, and they don't need that kind of interruption, and you don't either, because you want to see what's happening. Okay, this is going to be more exciting than the Super Bowl, I promise you that. First, I want to introduce to you our three judges who are at the table here at the front of the auditorium. Denise Berry, just wave your hand or turn around or something. Christina Collins and Amy Dean. Okay, thank them. Thank you very much. Thanks also to the staff and others from the Educational Service Center at Medina County for all the work they do in putting this together. This is a lot of work, and they've been working on this for months, so thank you very much. They're up here on the stage, a couple of them, so thank them. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce the students to you. Actually, I want them to introduce themselves. I'd like to ask them each to come one at a time, starting with number 1, 2, 3, in numerical order. Go to the microphone that is the taller, or whichever one is closer to your height, and go up to that microphone, say your name and what school you're from, please, and then go back to your seat, and then the next one will go up, okay? Please do that.
My name is Rebecca Zawick, and I'm from St. Francis Xavier School.
I am Tyler Gilbert. I am from Buckeye.
I'm Graham Scott from AI Root.
I'm Vanessa Monhemius from Cloverleaf.
I'm Nicole Varell from Buckeye.
I'm Jenna Webb from Highland.
I am Madeline Nixa from Buckeye.
I'm Joe Mag from Central Intermediate School.
I'm Aiden McCartney from AI Root.
I am Zurich Begin from AA Root.
I'm Jace Hayburn from Brunswick.
I'm Elizabeth Edwards from Wadsworth.
I'm Megan Kellum from Willets Middle School.
I'm Kara Yan from Highland Middle School.
I'm Savannah Hazlett from Black River.
I'm Luke Falanga from Wadsworth.
I'm James Chera from Sacred Heart.
I'm Joel Lopez from Willets.
I'm Jacqueline Mannion from Central Intermediate School.
I'm Jacob Lapp from Claggett.
I'm Ireland Pelko from Cloverleaf.
Well, wait, could you go back and do that again right up at the microphone, please?
I'm Ireland Pelka from Cloverleaf.
Go right up against almost the microphone so we can hear you. We want to hear you.
I'm Ireland Pelka from Cloverleaf.
Okay, that's much better. Thank you.
I'm Nandini Pandey from Highland Middle School.
I'm Stephen Miller from AI Root.
I'm Richard Kendall from Cloverleaf.
I'm Alex Shira, St. Ambrose.
I'm Michael Bepler from Buckeye.
I'm Evie Metzger from Edwards.
I'm Eric Schnell from Wadsworth Middle School.
I'm Owen Rydell from Highland.
I'm Adam Kennedy from Edwards Middle School.
I'm Joseph Leitner from Cloverleaf.
I'm Jazz Carter from Black River.
I'm Amelia Cassidy from AI Root.
I'm Katie Harder from Highland Middle School.
I'm Braden Morford from Claggett Middle School.
I'm Sophia Heisey from Buckeye Junior High.
Could you do that again, please? Go right to the mic.
I'm Sophia Heisey from Buckeye Junior High.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm Jacob Benny from Claggett Middle School.
I'm Tarak Doshi from Willits Middle School.
I'm Charlie Allen from Claggett Middle School.
I'm Jade Wilcox from Wadsworth Middle School.
Thank you very much, everyone. Once again, a round of applause. All right, as we go into the spelling bee, if you're not familiar with this, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read, and each student will come up, and I will read a word, and then I'll use it in a sentence. And then the student will repeat the word, and then be expected to spell it. But they have the opportunity to ask me what the definition of the word is, which I'll give them, and what the language of origin is. And when they're ready to spell it, they'll repeat it and then spell it. And if they get it right, they won't hear anything. They'll just turn around and sit down. If they get it wrong, they'll hear this. Isn't that terrific? And so we'll know. And then I will give the correct spelling of that word, and then they'll be out in that particular round. And we're going to ask you to save your applause until the end of the entire round, which I'll let you know when that happens. That's when everyone who's up here has had a chance to spell in the first round. One other thing, just to be clear, the other reason that we ask you to turn your cell phones off is because all of these words tonight in this entire list is copyrighted. And so to record these or anything would be a copyright infringement as well. So we need to give that caution too. So, all right. If you are ready, number one, I will give you the word when you get up to the microphone. Zero. Josh's car can go from 0 to 50 miles per hour in 7 seconds.
Zero. Zero. Zero.
Tomato. Matt sliced a tomato for the hamburgers he was preparing.
Tomato. Tomato. Tomato.
Waffle. For breakfast, Mary ordered a waffle topped with blueberries.
Waffle. Waffle. Waffle.
Shampoo. The hotel provides a small container of shampoo in every bathroom.
Shampoo. SHAMPOO. Shampoo.
Etch. Knife manufacturers usually etch their names in the blades they produce.
Etch. ETCH. Etch.
Orange. Eric enjoyed drinking the juice of a fresh orange at breakfast.
Orange. ORANGE. Orange.
Library. Stella owns many books and plans to convert a spare bedroom to a library.
Library. LABRARY. Library.
Library is spelled LIBRARY. Garage. In return for being allowed to drive her mother's car, Kayla sweeps the garage every Sunday.
Garage. GARAGE. Garage.
Pickle. Every year the Johnsons pickle enough onions to give a jar to everyone in the neighborhood.
Pickle. PICKLE. Pickle.
Measure. Scheduled tests throughout the course will measure the student's progress.
Measure. MEASURE. Measure.
Canary. When the canary escaped in her living room, Susan put her cat outside until she found the bird.
Canary. CANARY. Canary.
Whirlpool. There is a famous tidal whirlpool known as Old Sow, located in the waters between New Brunswick and Maine.
Whirlpool. WHIRLPOOL. Whirlpool.
Cashew. Jack dug through the can of mixed nuts looking for the last cashew.
Cashew. CASHEW.
Deluxe. Simone enjoyed the deluxe spa experience her children gave her for Mother's Day.
Deluxe. DELUXE. Deluxe.
Alderman. The mayoral candidate received the endorsement of the city's longest-serving alderman.
Could you use the definition, please?
An alderman is a member of a legislative body of a city.
Could you repeat the word?
Alderman.
Alderman. AULDERMAN. Alderman.
Alderman is spelled ALDERMAN. Trek. The hike to the area known as the Chimney Tops turned out to be quite a trek.
Trek. Trek. Trek.
Hundredth. Residents lined the streets to watch the parade on Danville's 100th anniversary.
100th. HUNDRETH. 100th.
100th is spelled HUNDREDTH. Cushy. Sandra landed a cushy job with a high salary in the home office.
Cushy. CUSHY.
Dissect. Mr. Fitzgerald announced that the biology class would dissect frogs next week.
Dissect. DISSECT. Dissect.
Glitz. Jerry resigned from the Opera Ball committee when he realized that the members were more interested in glitz than in raising money for the opera.
Would you repeat the roll, please?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Would you repeat the roll, please?
Repeat the word.
Yeah.
Glitz.
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 Wait. Glitz.
Glitz.
Okay, go ahead.
GLITS.
Glitz is spelled GLITZ. Polka. Gwen taught her dance students the polka.
Polka. POLKA. Polka.
Tattle. Ms. Healy's pupils are well behaved and rarely tattle on each other.
Tattle. TATTLE. Tattle.
Hearth. Toby placed a plate of cookies and a glass of milk on the hearth for Santa.
All right. Hearth. HEARTH. Hearth.
Candidate. Laureen is a candidate for a seat on the Railroad Commission.
Candidate. CANDIDATE. Candidate.
Nosiest. The interviewer has the reputation Of daring to ask the nosiest questions.
Nosiest. N-O-S-I-E-S-T. Nosiest.
Unity. Seth quoted Benjamin Franklin's call for unity. We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang separately.
Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. Unity.
Harmonica. Playing harmonica in a blues band is one of Ryan's spare time activities.
Harmonica. H-A-R-O-M-O-N-I-C-A.
Harmonica is spelled H-A-R-M-O-N-I-C-A. Nostril. Kara has a cold and can breathe through only one nostril.
Nostril. N-O-S-T-R-I-L. Nostril.
Pretzel. Brian munched on a large pretzel as he watched his favorite television program.
Pretzel. P-R-E-T-Z-E-L. Pretzel.
Renovate. Everyone hopes that an investor will buy and renovate the old hotel.
Renovate. R-E-N-O-V-A-T-E. Renovate.
Hurricane. When the townspeople realized that the hurricane was heading their way, they boarded up their windows and evacuated.
Hurricane. H-U-R-I. I just messed it up. H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E.
Hurricane is spelled H-U-R-R-I-C-A-N-E. Well, I'm going to jump in here right now and say one of the rules is once you start, you've got to keep going. So if you get off track, that counts as a wrong word. That's what the rule is. All right. Alcove. Silvio found an alcove in the library that was a perfect place for taking a nap.
Alcove. A-L-C-O-V-E. Alcove.
Ballerina. Although the ballerina seemed a bit nervous before her performance, her dancing was faultless.
Ballerina. B-A-L-L-E-R-I-N-A. Ballerina.
Gradient. Signs on the roadside warned of the increasing gradient ahead and cautioned drivers to check their brakes.
Gradient. G-R-A-D-I-A-N-T. Gradient.
Gradient is spelled G-R-A-D-I-E-N-T. Tofu. Some people use tofu as a substitute for meat.
Tofu. T-O-F-U. Tofu.
Cameo. The producer was grateful that the star accepted a cameo in his new film.
Cameo. C-A-M-E-O. Cameo.
Hypothesis. Gail's hypothesis about the origin of the sand in her backyard proved to be correct.
Hypothesis. Hypotheses.
Hypothesis is spelled Hypothesis. Spectrum. A spectrum of colors is formed when a beam of sunlight is refracted and dispersed by a prism.
Spectrum. S-P-E-C-T-R-U-M. Spectrum.
Protein. The dietitian was concerned about the amount of protein in Jenny's daily diet.
Protein. P-R-O-T-E-I-N. Protein.
Fidelity. When taking the oath of office, the President of the United States pledges fidelity to the Constitution.
May I have the word of origin, please?
I'm sorry?
May I have the word of origin, please?
The language of origin is Latin.
Can you repeat the word?
Fidelity.
What's the definition?
The quality or state of being faithful or loyal as to a person, cause, party, or nation.
Fidelity. F-I-D-E-L-T-Y. Fidelity.
Fidelity is spelled F-I-D-E-L-I-T-Y. And that looks to me like the end of round one. All right, ready for round two? Go ahead. Denim. Annabelle's favorite jeans are made of light green denim.
Denim. D-E-N-I-M. Denim.
Tragic. The National Guard was mobilized to deal with the tragic consequences of the hurricane.
Tragic. T-R-A-G-I-C. Tragic.
Rehearse. The actors will rehearse the play every Tuesday and Thursday evening for the next 4 weeks.
Rehearse. R-E-H-E-A-R-S-E. Rehearse.
Homonym. A good spelling bee pronouncer will tell you if the word you are spelling is a homonym.
Homonym. H-O-M-O-N-Y-M. Homonym.
Seersucker. Ben owns 2 suits made of seersucker.
Can you give me the definition, please?
A durable plain woven fabric, usually of cotton or rayon, having stripes alternately flat and puckered, usually worn by Matlock.
Could you repeat the word, please?
Seersucker.
Seersucker. S-E-E-R-S-U-C-K-E-R. Seersucker.
Fathom. The fathom has been replaced by the meter on British Admiralty charts.
Fathom. F-A-T-H-O-M. Fathom.
Dross. The critic commented that although there is certainly no shortage of dross on television, the medium is in the midst of a creative renaissance.
May I have the definition?
Something that is base, gross, or commonplace.
Dross. D-R-A-U-S-E.
Dross is spelled D-R-O-S-S. Finale. Von Weber introduced an Arabian melody in the finale of the first movement of one of his pieces.
Finale. F-I-N-A-L-E. Finale.
Interrupt. Young children often interrupt because they have not yet learned to be considerate of others.
Interrupt. I-N-T-E-R-R-U-P-T. Interrupt.
Maraca. The band's percussionist accentuated the rhythm with a maraca.
Can I have the definition?
A rattle of Latin American origin that is often made from a hollow gourd containing pebbles or dried seeds, and that is used as a percussion instrument, usually in pairs. Maraca.
Can you repeat the word?
Maraca.
M-A-R-A-C-C-A. Maraca.
Maraca is spelled M-A-R-A-C-A. Polymer. Fascinated by the polymer they had created, the students tossed it from one side of the lab to the other.
Could I have the definition?
A natural or synthetic chemical compound or mixture of compounds consisting essentially of repeating structural units.
Could you repeat the word?
Polymer.
Polymer. P-O-L-Y-M-E-R. Polymer.
Polymer is spelled P-O-L-Y-M-E-R. Stucco. The artist recommended covering the hallway walls with stucco.
Can you please read the definition?
A fine plaster of high quality used in the decoration and ornamentation of interior walls.
Repeat the word.
Stucco.
Stucco? S-T-U-C-K-O. Stucco.
Stucco is spelled S-T-U-C-C-O. Wiki Wiki. The Honolulu City Council voted down the impractical proposition Wiki Wiki.
Wiki Wiki. W-I-K-I-W-I-K-I. Wiki Wiki.
Contraband. Guards routinely seize contraband at checkpoints along the border.
Contraband. C-O-N-T-R-A-B-A-N-D. Contraband.
Sultan. The Sultan of Oman advised that negotiation was the best way to solve the Iranian issue.
Could I have the definition?
A king or ruling sovereign, especially of an Islamic state.
Language of origin?
Arabic.
Sultan. S-U-L-T-I-N. Sultan.
Sultan is spelled S-U-L-T-A-N. Bevel. Jesse will bevel the edges of the cabinet he is making for his mother.
Bevel. B-E-V-E-L. Bevel.
Cafeteria. Jeremy was suspended for starting a food fight in the cafeteria.
Cafeteria. C-A-F-E-T-E-R-I-A. Cafeteria.
Apricot. Dan's mom packed an apricot in his lunchbox as a snack.
Apricot. A-P-R-I-C-O-T. Apricot.
Worrisome. Heather finds it worrisome to be so far behind the rest of the students in her Latin class.
Worrisome. W-O-R-R-Y-S-O-M-E. Worrisome. What?
It's all right. Worrisome is spelled W-O-R-R-I-S-O-M-E. Diagnosis. After the doctor's grim diagnosis, Harvey's family sought a second opinion.
Diagnosis. D-I-A-G-N-O-S-I-S. Diagnosis.
Adios. The college students readily said adios to their slovenly roommate.
Adios. A-D-I-O-S. Adios.
Paddock. Before the race, the trainer inspected the horse's condition inside the paddock.
Paddock. P P-A-D-D-O-C-K, paddock.
Popularity. The survey indicated that professional football continues to increase in popularity among Americans.
Popularity. P-O-P-U-L-A-R-I-T-Y. Popularity.
Boutique. Rhonda plans to work at a footwear boutique on Hog Island during the summer.
Boutique. B-O-T-I-Q-U-E. Boutique.
Boutique is spelled B-O-U-T-I-Q-U-E. Daffodil. The daffodil is Madeline's favorite spring flower.
Daffodil. D-A-F-F-O-D-I-L. Daffodil.
Alamo. During the hot afternoons in Houston, Jeff often sits under a large alamo in his backyard.
Alamo. A-L-A-M-O. Alamo.
Carnivore. The hyena is a carnivore that usually eats animals found dead.
Carnivore. C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-E. Carnivore.
Leotard. In modern dance, performers often wear a very simple leotard.
Leotard. L-E-O-T-A-R-D. Leotard.
Fiery. The coach's fiery talk with his players inspired them to play harder.
Fiery. F-I-E-R-Y. Fiery.
Iguana. Chad built an outdoor cage to house his 3-foot-long pet iguana.
Iguana. I-G-U-A-N-A. Iguana.
Stipple. Eva will stipple a seashell design on her bathroom wall over the mirror.
Can I have the definition?
To apply, as with paint, by repeated small touches.
Stipple. S-T-I-P-P-L-E. Stipple.
That looks like the end of round 2, am I right? All right, go ahead. Here we go, next round. You ready? Panic. The teacher believes that the students will not panic if a tornado warning is announced because they know what to do?
Panic. P-A-N-I-C. Panic.
Giraffe. Each giraffe has a unique pattern of coat markings that distinguishes it from all other giraffes.
Giraffe. G-I-R-A-F-F-E. Giraffe.
Excise. An excise is included in the cost of a fishing license.
May I have the definition, please?
Any of various taxes upon privileges, for instance, engaging in a particular trade or sport or transferring property, that are often assessed in the form of a license or other fee.
May I have the origin, please?
Dutch.
Excise. E-X-I-C-E. Excise.
Excise is spelled E-X-C-I-S-E. Hyphen. Aaron couldn't decide whether to spell email with or without a hyphen.
Hyphen. H-Y-P-H-Y-N hyphen.
Hyphen is spelled H-Y-P-H-E-N. Canasta. On Sunday afternoons, the family got together to play canasta.
Could you repeat it?
Canasta.
Can I have the definition?
Canasta is a card game that is a form of rummy played usually as a 2- or 4-hand partnership game using 2 full decks plus 4 jokers.
Canasta. C-O-N-A-S-T-A. Canasta.
Canasta is spelled C-A-N-A-S-T-A. Trauma. Haley could barely begin to understand the trauma experienced by families displaced by Hurricane Katrina.
Trauma. T-R-A-U-M-A. Trauma.
Crochet. Linnea decided to work on her crochet during the airplane trip.
Crochet. C-R-O-C-H-E-T. Crochet.
Praline. The praline is a favorite candy in some parts of the southern United States.
Can I get the origin, please?
French.
And what's the definition?
A round patty of creamy brown sugar containing pecan meats.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Praline.
Praline. P-R-O-W-L-I-N-E. Praline.
Praline is spelled P-R-A-L-I-N-E. Incorruptible. The local police force prided itself on being incorruptible.
Incorruptible. I-N-C-O-R-R-U-P-T-I-B-L-E. Incorruptible.
Albatross. An albatross can have a 12-foot wingspan and live 50 years, most of it in flight.
Albatross. ALBATROSS. Albatross.
Hazard. The dense fog was a hazard to air travel.
Hazard. HAZARD. Hazard.
Vibrato. The music teacher commented that some vocalists use vibrato to hide the fact that they can't sing in tune.
Vibrato. VIBRATO. Vibrato.
Quesadilla. Joyce usually eats a quesadilla as an afternoon snack.
May I have the definition?
It's like a turnover made usually with a cheese filling.
Quesadilla. QUESSADILLA. Quesadilla.
Quesadilla is spelled QUESADILLA. Croquet. Erica and her friends played croquet in the churchyard.
Croquet. CROCHET. Croquet.
Croquet is spelled CROQUET. Post-mortem. The post-mortem revealed that the cause of death was asphyxiation.
May I have the definition, please?
An examination of a body after death to determine the cause of death or the character and extent of changes produced by the disease.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Post-mortem.
Post-mortem. POSTMORTUM. Post-mortem.
Post-mortem is spelled POSTMORTEM. Morgue. The television show about investigating crimes usually has at least one scene that takes place in a morgue.
Morgue. MORGUE. Morgue.
Anchovy. Joshua removed every anchovy from his slices of pizza.
Anchovy. ANCHOVIE. Anchovy.
Anchovy is spelled ANCHOVY. Trawl. A dolphin is at risk of drowning when caught in a trawl.
Can I have the definition?
A large conical net with a device for keeping its mouth open that is dragged along the sea bottom in gathering fish or other marine life.
Trawl. TRALL.
Trawl is spelled TRAWL. Belay. Instructors belay the students as they climb up the rock face.
Can you repeat the word?
Belay.
Belay. B-E-L-A-Y. Belay.
Clementine. Aunt Nora put segments of a clementine in the fruit salad for a bit of tartness.
Clementine. C-L-E-M-E-N-T-I-N-E. Clementine.
Galleria. The mall's Galleria is lined with retail stores and ethnic restaurants.
Galleria. G-A-L-L-E-R-I-A. Galleria.
Ramada. The class picnic was held at a ramada in the public park.
Ramada. R-O-M-A-D-A. Ramada.
Ramada is spelled R-A-M-A-D-A. Mirage. Tucker whiled away the hours in the car watching mirage after mirage from the passenger seat.
Can you please repeat the word?
Mirage.
Can you say the definition?
An optical illusion that is often observed on still days over deserts or hot pavements and has the mirror-like appearance of a quiet lake or pool in which distant objects are seen inverted by reflection, though usually distorted.
Mirage. M-I-R-A-G-E. Mirage.
Fresco. Fresco is a demanding art because the image cannot be changed after the plaster dries.
Can I have the definition, please?
The art of painting on freshly spread moist lime plaster with pigments suspended in a water vehicle.
Fresco. F-R-E-S-C-O. Fresco.
And I think that's the end of another round. Okay. All right, here we go. Discern. Jack believes that he will discern the overgrown trail by himself and does not wish to use a GPS device to help him locate it.
Discern. D-I-S-C-E-R-N. Discern.
Confetti. Ticker tape and confetti swirled like snow over the celebratory parade.
Confetti. C-O-N-F-E-T-T-I. Confetti.
Gordita. Juan's gordita was filled with refried beans and shredded cheddar cheese.
Can I have the definition, please?
A deep-fried pocket of cornmeal dough filled with a savory mixture.
Can I have the language of origin?
Oh, Spanish.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Gordita.
Gordita. G-O-R-D-I-T-A. Gordita.
Acronym. The word radar is an acronym of radio detection and ranging.
Can I have the language of origin?
Greek.
Acronym. ACRONYM. Acronym.
Salami. Randy made a sandwich of salami and cheese.
Salami. SALAMI. Salami.
Cadenza. The clarinetist welcomed the cadenza as a chance to show off her virtuosity.
Can I please have the definition?
A parenthetic flourish in the course of an aria or other solo piece, commonly just before the final or other important chord sequence.
Can you please repeat the word?
Cadenza.
Cadenza. C-A-D-E-N-Z-A. Cadenza.
Tortilla. Theron covered his tortilla with beans and cheese.
Tortilla. Tortilla. Tortilla.
Incognito. The rock star was recognized when he tried to visit the theme park incognito.
Incognito. INCOGNITO. Incognito.
Orthodox. An Orthodox believer, Maria was dismayed by the novel Da Vinci Code, even though it is a fictional work.
Orthodox. ORTHODOX. Orthodox.
Participant. Each participant in the spelling bee has been given a number placard to wear.
Participant. P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-N-T. Participant.
Fennel. Celine often flavors her vegetables with curry powder and fennel.
Can you repeat the word?
Fennel.
Fennel. F-E-N-N-E-L. Fennel.
Bratwurst. Karen is grilling bratwurst for the pool party.
Bratwurst. B-R-A-T-W-U-R-S-T. Bratwurst.
Desperado. Louise pretended to be a desperado holding up a stagecoach.
Can you please repeat the word?
Desperado.
Can you please say the definition?
A bandit of the western frontier.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I will do it again, but Luis pretended to be a desperado holding up a stagecoach.
Desperado. D-E-S-P-R-A-D-O.
Desperado is spelled D-E-S-P-E-R-A-D-O. Harpsichord. Kristen heard the twangy notes of the harpsichord through the practice room door.
May I have the definition, please?
A wire-stringed keyboard musical instrument resembling in shape the grand piano and producing its tones by the plucking of its strings with quills or leather points.
Harpsichord. Harpsichord. Harpsichord.
And that's the end of another round. Hold on. Okay? All right, go ahead. All right, here we go. Buccaneer. While on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, Maria thought she saw the eyes of the nearest buccaneer move.
May I have the language of origin, please?
Well, it says originally a Tupi word that passed into French.
Buccaneer.
Wait. Buccaneer.
Buccaneer. Buccaneer. Buckineer. Buccaneer.
Buccaneer is spelled Buccaneer. Ravioli. Fletcher's favorite type of pasta is a spinach ravioli.
Ravioli. Ravioli. Ravioli.
Amnesia. Alice suffered from amnesia as the result of a head injury.
Amnesia. Amnesia. Amnesia.
Vogue. Mila refuses to follow the current vogue of texting, preferring to write letters in longhand or make telephone calls.
Vogue. Vogue. Vogue.
Synopsis. Marvin read a plot synopsis before he saw Macbeth.
Synopsis. Synopsis. Synopsis.
Libretto. Michelle bought a dual language edition of the Libretto of Tosca for $1 at a garage sale.
Can you give me the definition, please?
Libretto is the book containing the text of an opera for the musical theater.
Libretto. Libretto. Libretto.
Piazza. A large sculptured fountain graced the center of the piazza.
May I please have the language of definition? Language of origin.
It's from Italian.
Piazza. Piazza. Piazza.
Piazza is spelled Piazza. Misanthropy. The English satirist Jonathan Swift was sometimes accused of misanthropy.
Can you say the definition?
a hatred of humankind or a distrust of human nature.
Misanthropy.
Go closer to the mic.
MISANTHROPY.
Could you go back to the mic and do that again, please? Did you hear all of that? Yeah. And you got it? Oh, okay. Okay, she dropped out in the middle of it. That's why I'm wondering. Okay, you're fine then. Geisha. The geisha entertained her client with music and dance.
Can I have the definition?
A Japanese girl who is trained to provide entertaining and light-hearted company.
Geisha. G-A-I-S-H-A. Geisha.
Geisha is spelled G-E-I-S-H-A. Cavalry. The cavalry played a vital role in protecting settlers during America's westward expansion.
Cavalry.
Wait. Cavalry.
Cavalry?
Cavalry.
Cavalry.
Okay.
C-A-L-V-A-R-Y. Cavalry.
Cavalry is spelled C-A-V-A-L-R-Y. Come down to this one here. Semolina. It is often said that the best pasta is made from semolina.
Can I have a definition, please?
The purified middlings of durum or other hard wheat used for making pasta.
Please repeat the word.
Semolina.
Semolina. S-E-M-O-L-I-N-A. Semolina.
Satori. The primary method of achieving satori is through the use of riddles that provide material for meditation.
Satori. S-A-T-O-R-I. Satori.
Argentine. The Argentine and his partner showed the dance class how the tango should be performed.
May I have the definition?
A native or inhabitant of Argentina.
Argentine. A-R-G-E-N-T-I-N-E. Argentine.
And that's the end of another round. Need another sheet? You're good.
You're good? Okay.
All right, go ahead. Boudoir. The boudoir adjacent to the master bedroom was, to Brooke, the most fascinating room on the tour.
Can you repeat the word?
Boudoir.
Boudoir. B-O-O-D-W-A-R. Boudoir.
Boudoir is spelled B-O-U-D-O-I-R. Imam. The imam at the local Islamic center teaches classes on the Quran to teenagers.
Can you give me the language of origin, please?
That's Arabic.
Can you give me the definition, please?
An imam is the prayer leader at a mosque.
Can you repeat the word?
Imam.
Imam. E-M-A-M. Imam.
Imam is spelled I-M-A-M. Obsequious. Marshall's obsequious attitude toward Mrs. Kirby doesn't fool her.
Obsequious. O-B-S-E-Q-U-I-O-U-S. Obsequious.
Tortoni. Tortoni is definitely not the dessert for someone on a low-fat, low-calorie diet.
Tortoni. T-O-R-T-O-N-I. Tortoni.
Mole. Maria's recipe for mole sauce requires 4 different kinds of chili peppers.
Can I have the definition, please?
A highly spiced sauce made primarily of chilies and chocolate, but containing numerous other ingredients and served with meat as beef or chicken. And it's really good.
Can you please repeat the word?
Mole.
Mole. M-U-L-L-A-Y. Mole.
Mole is spelled M-O-L-E. Taj. The dervish was wearing a white taj made of felt.
Can I have the definition, please?
A cap worn in Muslim countries, especially a tall cone-shaped cap worn by dervishes.
Taj. T-A-J?
Cynical. After his experiences on the professional ice skating tour, Scott was cynical about show business.
Can you give me the definition, please?
Exhibiting feelings ranging from distrustful doubt to contemptuous and mocking disbelief.
Cynical. S-I-N-N-I-C-A-L. Cynical.
Cynical is spelled C-Y-N-I-C-A-L. Geronimo. Alex shouted Geronimo as he parachuted from the plane.
Geronimo. G-E-R-O-N-I-M-O. Geronimo.
Accommodate. Arthur insisted on staying in a hotel that would accommodate Paco his elderly chihuahua?
Can I have the origin, please?
Latin.
Accommodate. Accommodate? ACCOMODATE. Accommodate?
Accommodate is spelled ACCOMMODATE. And that's the end of that round. Now here's the deal. We have 6 trophies here, and we have 4 people there. Those 4 people will get 4 of those trophies. So you 4 get to relax. But scooch over toward the end so you're all in one group. Okay? And then everybody that went out in the last round, come back up to the front row. Okay, so the 4 that are already here, you guys don't have to worry about. But starting at the end of the row, we're going to do a playoff, a runoff, okay? And come up one at a time, and we're going to, we keep going until there's, of the ones that came up, there's 2 left, okay? Because we've got to give out 6 trophies, all right? So that's the deal. Can we switch you into number order? Yeah, put you in number order. Put you in number order.
6, I think it's 19. Thank you so much.
Okay. And number 35, I think you went out the previous round.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think you did. Sorry. Now, how about the rest of you guys scooch down toward that end so that there's a gap so that we can, because some of us don't have good eyesight. We can't keep track of who's who. Okay, so we're going to start with number 2 like we've been. Hold on. And then between the 5 of you, you get 2 spots on this team, okay? Does that make sense to you? Yes. Yeah, you know how that is. Okay. But the spots don't appear until the end of the round, and we're down to 2. Okay, so, all right, let's go ahead. Judges, you ready? Okay, number 2, go ahead. Egalitarian. The senator promised to help create and expand opportunities and distribute them in an egalitarian fashion.
Egalitarian. EGALITARIAN. Egalitarian.
Bolivar. Drew recently added a ruble and a bolivar to his currency collection.
Can you give me the language of origin, please?
That's from a South American name.
May you give me the definition?
The basic monetary unit of Venezuela.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Bolivar.
Bolivar. BOLIVER. Bolivar.
Bolivar is spelled BOLIVAR. Aggregate. The protesters straggled toward the muddy park in a dispirited aggregate as the organizers set up tents and microphones.
Can you please repeat the word?
Aggregate.
Aggregate. AGRIGOT. Aggregate.
Aggregate is spelled AGGREGATE. Marzipan. In Germany, small candy pigs made of marzipan are eaten at the start of the new year for good luck.
Marzipan. M-A-R-Z-I-P-A-N. Marzipan.
Pentathlon. Miguel is training 4 hours a day for the upcoming pentathlon.
May I have the definition?
A contest in the modern Olympic Games involving participation by each contestant in horseback riding, shooting, fencing, swimming, and running.
Pentathlon. P-E-N-T-A-T-H-L-O-N. Pentathlon.
All right. So we're down to 3. Okay, whenever you're ready, sir. Altruism. Altruism is considered a virtue in many cultures and religions.
Altruism. Altruism.
Altruism.
Altruism. A-L-T-R-U-I-S-M. Altruism.
You're doing fine. You're fine. Nougat. Lynn's favorite chocolates are those that are filled with hazelnut nougat.
Nougat. N-U-G-G-E-T. Nougat.
Nougat is spelled N-O-U-G-A-T. Herpetology. Jason studied herpetology to learn about the habits of cold-blooded creatures.
May I have the definition, please?
A branch of the science of animal life that deals with reptiles and amphibians.
Herpetology. H-E-R-P-I-T-O-L-O-G-Y. Herpetology.
Oh, okay, so number 2, you're in this group, and the 2 of you have a runoff now. Told you it's more exciting than the Super Bowl, right? Okay. Okay, ready? Regime. During the communist regime in Romania, environmental problems were flagrantly ignored.
Regime. R-E-G-I-M-E. Regime.
Nemesis. The Detroit Tigers were defeated by the hard-to-hit pitching of their old nemesis, the Chicago White Sox.
Nemesis. N-E-M-E-S-I-S. Nemesis.
Okay. Gingham. Betsy made curtains of blue gingham for her kitchen.
Can I have definition, please?
A clothing fabric usually of yarn-dyed cotton in plain weave, made in solid colors, checks, plaids, and stripes.
Can you please repeat the word?
Gingham.
Gingham. G-I-N-G-H-A-M. Gingham.
Mariachi. On weekends, the mariachi entertain diners at the Mexican restaurant.
Mariachi. M-A-R-I-A-C-H-I. Mariachi.
Yep. All right. Can we keep going? Lieutenant. At the end of the novel, the young infantry hero was finally promoted to lieutenant.
Can I have the origin, please?
Originally Latin, and then it went through French before showing up in English.
Lieutenant. L-U-I-T-E-N-A-N-T, lieutenant.
Lieutenant is spelled L-I-E-U-T-E-N-A-N-T. Scampi. Joel's mouth started watering as he dipped a scampi in the garlic-flavored butter sauce.
Can I have the definition?
A usually large shrimp.
Can I have the origin?
Probably from Greek and Italian.
Can I hear the word again?
Scampi.
Scampi. S-C-A-M-P-Y. Scampi?
Scampi is spelled S-C-A-M-P-I. Terrapin. Murray awoke from his lakeside nap to find a terrapin sunning on the blanket.
Can you repeat the word?
Terrapin.
Terrapin. T-E-R-R-A-P-I-N. Terrapin.
Flens. When the members of the crew flens the seals in the movie, many viewers cannot bear to watch.
May I have the definition?
To strip off the blubber or skin of a seal or whale.
Can I have the origin?
From Dutch and Norwegian.
Phlegm.
Flens.
Phlegms?
Flens.
Flams?
Flens.
Okay. Phlegms?
No.
Oh, man.
Flens.
Flens? Oh, okay. F-L-E-N-Z? Flens?
Flens is spelled F-L-E-N-S-E. And there we have our 6, I think. Let's have another round of applause for all these folks up here. And while she's handing those out, I do really personally want to thank you all for being here. This is wonderful. You did a great job for being here. Hopefully some of you we'll see next year, because we saw some of you last year. We'll see you next year. Thank you all for being here tonight. Be safe on the way home. It was kind of foggy and so forth, but be very safe, be very careful. Some of these folks are going to stay for pictures and, have a good evening. And is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Think that's it? Thank you all very much. You guys applaud for them. They were a good audience. Very good. Thank you, everyone.